Hallo und herzlich willkommen zur neuen Folge von daddelt, Aviary Attorney. Wir untersuchen den Fall des spanischen Thronfolgers Juan und haben uns beim letzten Mal den Mordort angeschaut und suchen jetzt... Was suchen wir denn jetzt auf? Ja genau, hier wurde die Rose gekauft. Da sollten wir uns mal umschauen. The pair arrive at Les Halles Market. Vendors and buskers, performers and thieves, bourgeois and peasants all bustle from place to place.
Prince Juan said that he met a flower girl here. Seen, I think he said her name was.
There's a swan with flowers over there. Do you think that's her?
I think so. It's possible that she knows the murderer, or even that she is the murderer herself, so we should probably act with tact and finesse.
Excuse me, Mademoiselle Flower Lady, we would like a word.
Tact, Sparrowson, tact. We've been over this.
Oh. Good day, monsieur. Are you interested in purchasing a flower? Yes, I wish to purchase a rose for my lady. I'm afraid that I'm out of roses. I sold my last one a week ago. Perhaps you would be satisfied with a chrysanthemum instead? This is a beautiful flower from a fair maiden.
Please, don't mind Sparrowson. He fell out of his nest as a baby and has said dumb things ever since.
Hey!
Let me introduce myself. I am J.J. Fakten, defense attorney. Are you Mademoiselle Zine?
That's right, Catherine Marie Senior. I suppose you're here to ask about the royal assassination attempt?
How did you know?
I'm no fool, monsieur. I know that the rose I sold was used as the murder weapon. To be honest, I'm surprised it's taken so long for someone to directly question me.
The Parisian police seem to have a habit of missing obvious leads, so do you mind if we ask you a couple of questions?
Business is slow. Please ask away.
Mademoiselle, you mentioned that you sold your last rose a week ago. Who did you sell it to?
The person who bought the rose, I didn't catch his name, but he was a charming red fox. Sounds like our Juan. I met him around a week ago on the 6th. We talked for a little while about the usual things, you know, like how everyone seems to be in debt these days. Then he bought the rose and left. I hear that the fox is on trial, but to be honest, monsieur, I don't think he's guilty.
Oh, why is that?
Well, actually, never mind. It's just a gut feeling.
Mademoiselle, it just so happens that we're defending this particular fox in the court d'assises. If you have something to say that could prove his innocence, now would be the time to let us know.
I'm sorry, messieurs, I can't.
Who? Wait, Mademoiselle, Zine, wait up. Damn.
Nice display of tact and finesse, Falcon.
You scared her off. Swan was obviously knows something crucial about the case. We need to get to the bottom of whatever it is.
Agreed. But I don't think she'll be in the mood to tell us anything else. I know. Why don't we try acting with a little more tact and finesse next time?
Hush!
A new day. Oh, nee. Louvre waren wir ja schon. Gehen wir ins Chocolate Emporium.
Luck's Chocolate Emporium, the finest Belgian chocolate shop in all of Paris. I am Lander Hagelslag, the founder and owner of this establishment. And I am J.J. Fakten, defense attorney. Good day, monsieur. Oh, lawyers, very fancy. I must say that I once dreamt of being a lawyer, but well, circumstances wouldn't allow it. It's a funny story. You see, when I was a young boy, I befriended the son of a Hungarian attorney.
Falcon, you have to help me.
What is it?
It's the spell, Falcon. It's overpowering me. It's demanding that I lay waste to the shop.
For pity's sake, restrain yourself, Sparrowson. Oh, but I'm rambling, aren't I? So are you, messieurs, here to buy some chocolate?
Yes!
No. We're actually here on business, monsieur. Business? First thing first, we believe that this chocolate wrapper originated from your shop. Are we correct? Oh, yes, that is indeed the trademarked Hagelslag wrapper for genuine Belgian Hagelslag chocolate. This was almost certainly bought from this very establishment. Very good. With that established, there is something else we wish to ask, Monsieur Hagelslag.
Bezweifle.
Can you tell us who bought the chocolate that was contained in this wrapper, Monsieur Hagelslag? I'm afraid not, monsieur. Not just because of matters of confidentiality, although that is a factor, you understand, but because I couldn't possibly know that.
I thought elephants never forget.
My memory is impeccable, monsieur, but you must understand that I have dozens of customers a day. There are hundreds of people who could have potentially bought this particular item. So your memory is good, but you need further information. If we were to give you the description and name of a person, would you be able to tell us whether they purchased something from you? Oh, yes, that I could probably do, monsieur. Let me think who to ask about.
Niemand davon? Wahrscheinlich nicht. A Royal Guard who was killed. So alles, was den König angeht, ne? Porcupine who watched social maybe is afraid of hurting people if he gets too close. Das kann natürlich sein. Achso, da. Ja, fragen wir mal nach dem Fax.
Have you ever served Juan Querido, the Prince of Spain?
A Prince of Spain? No, monsieur. Well, that's good to hear. Our clue would have turned into a dead end if our own client turned out to be the chocolate fiend.
I did once serve a princess from Mali, if that is any help. You see, I met the girl while hiking through the Himalayas. Please stop. Let me think who to ask about.
Das Facebook. Keiner von denen. Der vielleicht? The small and soft-spoken assistant?
Have you ever served a tiny mouse named Mousy? No, monsieur. Mice terrify me. Have you ever served a member of the Royal Guard by the name of Major Howe? No, monsieur. Are you sure? Yes, monsieur. I've served many soldiers, but I don't recall seeing a major here in recent memory.
What does that mean, Falcon? Have we lost our lead?
Not necessarily. It just means that Major Hall didn't buy the chocolate that may have killed him. There's still the possibility that someone bought the chocolate for him. That's our lead. That's who we want to find.
I see. I did once serve a high-ranking officer of the British Army who was on his way to Zimbabwe, if you want to hear that story.
No, I don't want to hear that story.
Monsieur, I'm growing tired of these endless inquiries. Perhaps you should come back another day? You know, Falcon, it's possible that we just haven't encountered the chocolate friend yet. Rather than coming back here every day and making aimless guesses, we should wait until we have someone specific in mind.
You might have a point, Sparson. Thank you for your time, Monsieur Huckleslug. We shall return when our investigation has progressed a little.
Anytime, Monsieur. Das hat mich schon wieder den ganzen Tag gekostet. Es ist nicht gut. Will ich doch noch mal zum Louvre? Ich gehe mal noch mal zu dem Kollegen, vielleicht hat der was Neues.
What do you want? I am J.J. Falcon, Defense Attorney for... I know you are. I saw you come by earlier, but visiting hours are over. Come back next week. Do you think you could make an exception for us? Visiting hours are over.
We'll be quick.
I said visiting hours are over. Do your bad brains understand? Parlez-vous français?
I don't think he's going to make an exception, Falcon.
I guess we'll come back later.
Das hat auch nichts gebracht. Versuchen wir es nochmal da. Vielleicht ist die Schwantante wieder da.
That's strange. I don't see any sign of the flower girl.
Yeah, probably because you scared her off with your crazy tact and finesse strategy, dummy.
Or maybe you scared her with her horrendous, inappropriate flirting technique.
I'll have you know that I can flirt like a peacock in tail fanning mode.
We really don't have time for this discussion. Let's just continue our investigation elsewhere.
Ach, da wollten wir ja noch hin. Tucked away in a forgotten alleyway lies R&M Associates, a newly established private investigation firm. Oh, customers!
Hello? Is this the office of Renard Wulp?
It's you two!
Mercy, what are you doing here?
This is where I work. See, R&M, Renard and Mercy, Monsieur Renard Wulpes, and I carry out all sorts of investigations together. Although, to be completely honest, it's normally Monsieur Wulpes who chooses which cases to take on.
I see. Well then, can we speak with Monsieur Wulp?
I'm afraid that won't be possible. See, Monsieur Wulpes is on vacation right now. He's visiting his father in England.
England?
But he's set to return in a week or two. Maybe you can come back then. That's no good to us. Our case will be over by then.
There is nothing to be done about it. I suppose we'll have to come back later.
Na toll. Das hat auch nichts geholfen. Gibt's was im Office?
Stop messing around, Falcon. Let's help out Prince Juan already.
Ja, ist ja recht. Das hat uns nichts geholfen. Was gibt's denn da? Really, Falcon? I thought you were done with your mopey drinking.
I'm not here to drink Sparrowson. Or mope for that matter. Taverns are a fantastic hub of information. If we wish to get to learn about this Prince Juan, then this would be the ideal place to start asking questions.
Oh, that's pretty good thinking. Ah, you two are back. What are you feeling? Any better, Falcon?
Much better. Thank you for asking, Madame Cornell.
That's great to hear. Will it be the usual?
No, I'm back to investigative work today, so I've got to keep sharp.
We wanted to know if you've seen a Prince of Spain around here recently. A Prince of Spain? I don't know if you've noticed, hon, but this isn't exactly the classiest pub in Paris. I'm lucky to serve the occasional bourgeois. You can't forget about seeing a member of royalty.
That's a pity. Maybe I should ask some of your patrons.
Feel free, the old regulars, Rufus and Paul, are playing cards in the attic, same as always. But we get all sorts of colorful characters in the drinking room. I bet if you rented enough cages, you'll find someone who knows whatever it is you want to know.
Thank you, madam. Let's see where to start.
Okay, in the drinking room. Do stop drinking room. So there it was, in the grasslands, 10 kilometers downriver, rifle in hand. I had been pursuing a set of footprints for an hour. I was getting closer and closer. I could almost smell the beast. Then I spotted it. It was a boar, a big stupid boar, completely oblivious to my existence. I readied my gun. I carefully took aim. And then BAM! You shot it? No. It was the most peculiar thing. The ball slumped up over dead right before I could take the shot. Sounds like one of them heart attacks. Mine went the same way. That's what I thought. But when I went to take a close look, I noticed the ball was frothing at the mouth. It was rabbit? Possible, but I don't think so. I remember reading something about frothing around the mouth being a symptom of poisoning. Needless to say, I left the dead animal alone. Good girl. Who wants to deal with the tainted meat?
Excuse me, monsieur.
Yes, can I help you?
You say that the beast you were tracking might have died from poisoning. Could you give us some further details?
Further details? I'm not much of a poison expert, I'm afraid.
Well, what do you think caused it?
I would guess that it ate something bad. I saw some of that poisonous plant around. Wolfsbane, I think they call it. But really, I've no idea. I'm a hunter, not a vet. Excuse me.
Excuse me, monsieur.
What is it?
I don't suppose you've seen Juan Guido around here? He's Spanish royalty.
Foxy fellow, swanky hat, calls everyone senora. That doesn't sound familiar. Do you recall seeing anyone like that, Piero?
Ain't got a clue.
Sorry, monsieur. You're barking up the wrong tree.
Well, what can you tell us about the Spanish royal family?
Do I look like walking encyclopedias or something? I'm afraid my compadre has a point. If you want to talk about hunting, then I'm your man. But Spanish royalty, that sounds like a question to be answered at a library, monsieur, not a tavern.
A library? Maybe you're right. Sorry for bothering you, monsieur. Let's give them some peace.
Give me the card room. Come on, pal. Just one more game of Chac Noir. Absolutely not. My wallet is hurting enough as it is. Please, I'll even let you deal this time. The answer's no, Rufus. I'm scared. If you want to play cards, you will have to ask someone else. Fine, I'll ask that big fellow. Excuse me, monsieur. Yes, you, monsieur. Would you care to play some Jacques Noir? Warum nicht?
Absolutely. Deal me in, monsieur.
Very well then. Do you know how to play?
No. No. I'm only familiar with Gego and Tap the Rock.
Oh, this is much better than those silly games. Let me tell you how it works. I have a deck of cards with values between 1 and 11. I deal you one card at a time. If you hit 21, you win. I give you 5 francs.
5 francs? That seems a little steep.
This is a man's game, monsieur. Only children gamble over petty sous. Besides, higher stakes make for a more exciting game, right?
I suppose so.
Also Blackjack. Oh, Jacques Noir. Jetzt habe ich es auch geschnallt. 4. Tina's turn. You lose. Oh, lucky monsieur. Most unfortunate. Shall we have another round? Yep. Jetzt habe ich es kapiert.
Absolutely. Deal me in, monsieur.
Go for 21. Your turn. 3. 5. 9. Da geht noch was. 20. Stat. Haha. Well played, monsieur. Here's your payout. Shall we have another round? Jo, das machen wir wohl. Gucken, wie lange ich es durchziehen kann. 19. Huh? Schon wieder gewonnen. Well played, monsieur. Here's your payout. Shall we have another round? Was viel habe ich denn? 54 Francs. Ja, komm, eine Runde geht noch. Absolut.
Deal me in, monsieur.
Ach Gott, diese Stimme. Okay, letzte Runde. Your turn. Ja. Ja. Oh, 17. 17 ist immer schwierig. Die verliere ich. Ja. Unlucky, monsieur. Most unfortunate. Shall we have another round? Ja, komm, eine noch. Ich will meine letzte Runde möchte ich quasi gewinnen. $18. Oh, Betrug. Oh. Auf die 50 will ich wieder kommen. Wenn ich die Runde jetzt verliere, dann bin ich definitiv raus. Hit 16. Oh. Yeah. 20 ist gut. Oh, fuck you. Betrüger. Nein.
No, I think we're done. Maybe another day, monsieur.
Understand. Feel free to come back anytime. Was haben die sonst nichts? Ah, big fella has returned here to play some cards, monsieur. Not today.
I'm afraid I don't have time for that, monsieur. I have some investigative work to take care of.
Come on, surely you have time for one quick game.
No, thank you. maybe later.
I understand. See you around, Monsieur. Ansonsten kann man mit dir nicht quatschen. Are we ready to hit the road?
Yep, let's make a move.
Komme ich jetzt in die Bibliothek? Occasionally, special cinematic scenes marked by an exclamation mark will pop up on the map screen. What? These cinematic scenes are only available for 1 day before disappearing, but they take no time to visit. Their viewing is entirely optional. So wie das zum Beispiel. Le Loop. Le Loop. Wo ist... Ja.
A storm is brewing, my brother.
Word of the royal assassination attempt has spread. The proletariat grow confident. The bourgeoisie are courage.
It won't be long before we have rioting. And then a revolution.
Aha. Das soll mir jetzt helfen. Naja, gehen wir in die Bibliothek Cachet. The humble hidden library contains a formidable collection of rare books and manuscripts. Here for a little light reading, are we?
No, not quite, Sparson. I'm following the hunting beagle's advice.
Don't eat poisoned pork?
The other piece of advice, that if we want to learn about the member of royalty, we should hit the library.
Oh, that makes sense. Say, Falcon, I've been meaning to ask, since we're in the library and all, are you a classic literature fan, or do you prefer more modern works? Wenn überhaupt, dann liest er doch Classics.
I like classics, you know. Alors les sages, Crémilloffi, that sort of thing.
Don't try to act smart. I saw you reading that book of naughty limericks the other day. You didn't think I would notice because you put a dull-looking slipcover over it, but I knew, Falcon. I knew.
Would you, monsieur, mind lowering your voices? I can hear you squawking from the other side of the building. Oh, my apologies, monsieur. We'll keep it down.
Wait, you're a librarian, aren't you?
An astute observation. Yes, monsieur. As the only quiet person in the library, I am most assuredly the librarian.
Well, now that we have your attention, my friend wants to ask you something.
I do? Oh, right, I do. You seem like a scholarly, well-read individual. I'm sure you're up to date on geopolitical news and the like. I don't need your praise. Spit out whatever umbilic question is in the back of your throat. Well, we understand that the Spanish throne is currently under dispute. Can you give us a brief rundown on who the contenders are? What a trivial question. Even an elementary school child can name the immediate heirs to every throne in Europe. Yeah, but for the sake of those children who slept through that class, can you refresh our memories? Very well. Pay attention, because I'm not repeating myself. The current reigning monarch of Spain is Queen Ferdinand Isabella II of the House of Bourbon, daughter of King Ferdinand VII. Upon her death, the crown would likely fall to her husband, King Consort Francis, Duke of Cadiz. Although it is certainly possible that an immediate family member could stake a claim. However, that queen's position is currently being disputed by the Carlists, headed by the Count of Montemolin. I hope that answers your question. Did you catch all of that, Sparrowson?
Not a word.
Monsieur, We're actually interested in a Prince Juan Querido of Spain. I don't think I heard that name in your explanation.
Prince Juan Querido? Is that what you said, monsieur? I think you've been misinformed. There is no current Prince of Spain, and I'm not even sure Querido's a real name. There's certainly no line of any Spanish monarchy.
How strange.
What does this mean, Falcon?
Well, one thing is for sure. Our client is not the Prince of Spain. Maybe he's a delusional lunatic, or perhaps he's involving us in some sort of con. We don't have long before the trial, but it may be in our interest to confront Prince Juan directly and get some answers.
Right. Are you two quite done chit-chatting?
I borrowed this book from a friend. What can you tell us about it?
Don Quixote of La Mancha? It's a classic. Everybody has read it. Yeah, everybody. But for those who haven't... I'm not going to sit here and summarize a great work of literature for two imbeciles who are too lazy to read.
Nor would I accept you two, monsieur. But what can you tell us about the physical book itself?
This particular book didn't come from any library, if that's what you're asking. See, there's no library stamp or card. I assume it was acquired from a bookshop, a French bookshop, if the French translation and publishing information wasn't a giveaway.
I see. Thank you.
Do you have any other question, or can I get back to work? Jo, that was it.
Don't worry, monsieur. I think we are done here. Thanks for your time.
And I bid you good day. Och, schon wieder ein Tag rum. Ja. Wenn das so ist, sollten wir noch mal in die Conciergerie gehen, ne?
Jugend, visiting hours are over. Come back later. I have no time for your quibbling, monsieur. Stand aside. You can talk to me like that. I most certainly can. We have reason to believe that you are housing a suspect under false pretenses. That is in direct violation of Statutes 204B and 488C of the French Criminal Code of Justice. Failure to comply with our request may result in you, yes, you, monsieur, being held directly responsible for any consequential legal action. All right. No need to break out the legal eyes on me. I'll go open the cell.
Wow, fuck. How did you memorize those criminal codes?
Memorize? Come on, Sparrowson. Learn how to bluff.
Die Musik. Senor Falcao. It's so good to see you again. You have some good news about my case, I hope. Confront politely.
Listen, Juan. In order to maximize our chances of a successful trial, I need to know every bit of information. I can't work with half-truth. If you tell me one thing and the prosecution's evidence tell me another, then we're both in trouble.
I'm afraid I don't quite follow, senor.
Do you want me to spell it out? I know that you are not the Prince of Spain. I know that your name is not Juan Querido.
Where is this coming from? I assure you, senor, that I am who I claim to be.
If you want your trial to be a farce, then you don't need my help. Come, Sparrowson, we're leaving.
Wait. Calm yourself, Monsieur Falcon. I reveal all. Did you just say monsieur? What happened to your Spanish accent? Your suspicions are well placed. Juan Querido is not my real name, and I'm not a Spanish prince. That was just a persona I concocted for the purpose of getting arrested.
Why would you want to get arrested?
You're putting me in a difficult position, monsieur. If I tell you the full story, I would be putting someone else in danger. How about this? I tell you a story. I like stories. There was a girl, Mademoiselle, who was in a great deal of debt.
Everyone has a debt these days, monsieur.
Indeed, but this particular Mademoiselle was indebted to a very powerful man, and that man wished to collect. The Mademoiselle had no means of paying, so the man offered her a deal. Murder this man, and I will forget what you are owed. Refuse, and I will reap what I am owed from your parents. With no alternative options, the Mademoiselle accepted. But another man, a gallant knight with foolish, archaic notions of chivalry, heard the Mademoiselle's story. The knight knew that murder was inevitable, but he saw a way to take the fall in the Mademoiselle's place. Do you understand what I'm saying, monsieur? Pretty much.
I understand, monsieur. To be honest, it wasn't the subtle of all allegories.
Storytelling was never my strong suit. But I'm glad that you're seeing things from my perspective. Hopefully that sheds some light on the situation.
If I may ask, monsieur, why did you not just go to the police with the information that you had?
The police are not always an option. What is a man to do when the justice system itself is the problem?
I'll let you know when I figure it out, monsieur.
Dwell on it. Perhaps we should talk about something else in the meantime?
So, what is your real name?
What is a name? It's just an empty label, a vapid reflection of who we really are. Today I'm Juan Querido, the Prince of Spain. Tomorrow I may be Bruno Rea, a pauper living under a bridge of the Seine. But that doesn't change who I am or what to do.
That didn't really answer my question.
No, I suppose it didn't. But you're a smart bird, Monsieur Falcon.
I suspect that you already know my real name. You are Renard Vulpes, private investigator.
Very astute. And you are Monsieur Falcon, private defense attorney. But that wasn't always your name, was it, Monsieur Falcon? Just like me, you know how to adopt a new persona on a whim. You changed your name, Falcon? I didn't know that.
This isn't about me, Juan. Renard, monsieur, we're trying to uncover the truth here.
Of course. So what truth is it that you are attempting to uncover, Monsieur Falcon?
I don't have any more questions for you, Juan. I think we've learned all that we can for now.
Really? I don't feel that we learned very much.
Oh, Monsieur Falcon.
Before I forget, could you find Mousy and ask him whether the birds have successfully flown south for the winter?
Whether the birds have flown south? What is that? Some sort of code?
Something like that, but rest assured, monsieur, that this does directly pertain to the case.
Well, if we have time, I'll be sure to let Mousy know. Let's make a move, Sparrowson. Trial day is approaching.
Right. Oh. Hab ich da noch Zeit für?
Fuck, what are you doing? It's trial day. We have a Spanish prince to defend. Oh, right. What was I thinking?
Okay, ich habe keine Zeit mehr dafür. Yay! Die nächste Folge, in der wir nur investigative untersucht haben. Wir machen hier wieder eine Pause und beim nächsten Mal
geht's ins Gericht.
Bis zum nächsten Mal bei Daddelt, Aviary Attorney. Macht's gut.